The original Avengers are coming back. A bunch of rumors and discussions have been circulating about the return of Chris Evans as Captain America, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow in the upcoming Avengers Secret Wars movie and multiple other projects. This news has caused quite a buzz among fans for a while, and we will cover this, including how these three iconic characters are coming back to the MCU with multiple projects, and they will also appear in Avengers Secret Wars. Before moving to the details, I humbly request you to like the video and subscribe to Tripleitv. There have been reports about a project called The Nomad, where these iconic characters might reprise their roles rather than portraying variants. Some might wonder how this is possible because two of these characters are already dead in the MCU storyline. Captain America's situation remains somewhat unclear as to whether he is still alive or what happened to him. The exciting aspect is that these actors might return in some capacity as the actual characters they are previously portrayed, although how they will be returning is still unclear, but we will cover this in this video. The Nomad project is rumored to explore Captain America's untold journey of returning the Infinity Stones after Avengers Endgame. Steve Rogers turning the Infinity Stones to where they got them. There is a huge story to tell that we never got to see at the end of Avengers Endgame. We saw Chris Evans as Captain America go back in time to return the stones, and we saw him come back, but of course, as everybody knows, when he came back, he lived a full life. Many fans are curious about this storyline as it was left open-ended in the movie. There were talks about the project being cancelled, but recent signs from the Marvel Studios and Disney suggest there's a hope it might still happen. In the comics, the Nomad storyline differs from what's expected in the MCU's Nomad project. The original Nomad was Steve Rogers in Captain America number 180 from December 1974. Disappointed with the government, Steve learns of a high-ranking official's involvement in the secret empire, which he believes includes then President Richard Nixon. He gives up his Captain America's persona, taking on the name Nomad for a brief period of time before returning to being a Captain America again. This transition highlighted his desires to help his nation while questioning blind support for the government. That specific story might not fit into the current MCU. After Civil War, Captain America became kind of like Nomad. They could explore the time between Civil War and Infinity War, showing what Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, Black Widow, and Scarlet Witch were doing. It would be a missed chance if they didn't tell us a bit about that time. They did the tie-in comics around Infinity War, but many believes this new project would focus on Steve returning the stones and what happened next. Marvel Studios even trademarked the name Nomad a few years back along with the other project names, suggesting a possible return of Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson. But since Avengers Endgame just finished, it's all up in the air. They wanted a bit of break after the huge success of Avengers Endgame before returning for another project with their iconic characters, but it's been about 3 years and there was no news about the Nomad project until recently. Charles Murphy found out something interesting about it. Marvel Studios files trademarks for various things related to their project, toys, clothing, cups and others. They also file one for entertainment services, which means they are making either a movie or a TV series. 3 years ago, they did this for Nomad alongside Armor Wars and Secret Invasion. Now, Marvel let all the other trademarks for Nomad expire except the one for entertainment services. They have even extended this trademark recently, so this project is still alive for now. Insiders also say that Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlett Johansson might return for Secret Wars. That means Marvel likely talked to them about the Nomad project as well. The focus might be on Captain America in this Nomad project, but it would be unwise not to include Iron Man and Black Widow in this project. There is a strong belief that Scarlett Johansson will be directing this film, confirmed a while back. This could be an ideal project for her to direct and act in, reprising her role as Black Widow, the original Black Widow, not as a variant but as the same character. It gets interesting because when Captain America went to return the stone, they had already passed away. He would have to return the stones from when he was time traveling with Tony Stark and from the Natasha sacrificed himself. It would be fantastic if they discover what happened between Civil War and the later films, a time when Cap and Black Widow were outlaws. Overall, having Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and Scarlett Johansson return would be incredibly exciting for fans. The prospect of seeing these iconic characters back on screen is thrilling on its own, but the possibility of exploring a story that hasn't been told yet, especially one as exciting as this, makes it even more captivating. I'm eagerly looking forward to this project. What storylines would you like to see explored, and are you excited about the return of these characters? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.